show it?
Maybe. Классно.
April 25th.
Is it April 25th?
Yeah, 2019. This is a video for our future child.
We're pregnant!
With you. Okay, let's do these again. So, Cohen, we gave birth to Will 1 week after his due date, which was December 6th. Our doctor told us not to wait longer than 1 week because it was dangerous. So we scheduled our induction, and that morning, you started going to labor. It's got time. Next time we come back, we're a baby.
Unless they're like, you're not far along in labor, just go back home.
Do you think they'll say that?
I don't know. Maybe they'll just be like, we should induce you anyway.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay, let's go. I guess not. What was it? I forget. Alright. Here we go.
I don't know where to put my arm. They said when I have to go pee, I have to take those 2 bags with me.
Not the whole thing. The whole thing.
Not the whole thing. Oh. Just the 2 bags. And then I hook it again on like something outside because this thing can't go like. You having fun?
Yeah. Got a cool computer screen. And then how soon did contractions happen?
Probably like almost immediately. I don't really know time wise, but like by the time they hooked me up and there was like oxytocin going into my system, a few minutes later like contractions started getting pretty intense and I was like, oh, this is doable. Like, this is so bad, I guess this is what it feels like.
It's going down.
I'm just scared it doesn't hurt that bad.
Everyone's been lying. And then after your water broke, that's when contractions I feel like started getting really painful.
Yeah, or just
Unbearable.
they started getting like faster and like closer together and more intense.
It's just over the peak. So from 7:30 about until 9:30, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 2 hours of really bad, like the worst contractions.
It just started getting like worse and worse over time, and at first it was just like, I can like bear through this. I'm just gonna like shut everything out and ignore it and just like, I'm gonna get through this until it started getting like,
okay, it's just about over the crest. That one's off the charts.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so bad.
It's just you went over the peak.
I was just like, I can't, I want to do it.
And then, so basically then around 9:30, so they wouldn't give Cohen an epidural until she had gone 4 to 5 centimeters dilated, because that's when you're in active labor.
Yeah.
So we had to wait until 9:30, I think, until you could get an epidural.
Yeah, and then they gave me an epidural. And like 5 minutes later, I was like texting people being like, I'm great. Like,
Yeah.
we're still in labor.
I think that was a really big one.
Did you get any footage of like before the epidural?
When you were in pain?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was dying.
Yeah, so then you just had contractions until around 2.
Yeah.
So 4 more hours.
Yeah. Where it's like, you can still feel the contractions or you feel like the pressure of it happening, but not the pain of it anymore, which is pretty weird.
Yeah. Picture. And video.
And video. Well, we're basically in this room until baby gets born. Or baby's gonna be born in this room.
Crazy.
Room number 2.
This is where he will see life for the first time.
That's pretty crazy. It's nice that the light's not so bright, actually. And and then my epidural started to run out. Well, at first it was terrifying because I was like, my epidural ran out and it hurt so bad, and all the nurses left and it was just me and Justin in the room. Yeah. And I was like, is Justin delivering my baby?
I was cleaning my hands, putting on gloves, looking for scissors.
And like, but yeah, I guess I like, it just started hurting so bad again, so I was like, and then the nurse came and she's like, stop spending your energy on like making noises. She's just like, you have to like hold it in to like push.
But then she just told us to push every time.
Yeah, so every time, instead of like moaning or like yelling because of the pain, she was just like, just hold your breath and like push. And
push felt like pooping.
Yeah, they were like you have to push. So at first I was just like, I kind of felt like I was just like flexing, like squeezing my abs, but then they're just like, no, like you legit have to like push as if you're gonna like poop.
So funny. Yeah?
I was like, yeah. No, so like eventually I guess like the nurses come back into the room and they're the people that are like helping with stuff, and like there's a lot of like fingers going in your like private parts down there, like making sure like they can feel the head and like, making sure you're like dilated and stuff. I don't know how many men are actually in the delivery room when women give birth in Korea, but anytime something was happening where they had to like lift the blanket or like check on things down there, like to check how much I was dilated, they always made Justin like turn around and face the wall.
Yeah.
And so like right before I gave birth, or like when I had to start pushing, they still had the blanket on me and I was like getting so hot, so I was like, can I take the blanket off? And they're like, is that okay for your husband? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. But they were like legit like on top of me and like using a towel to like try to like push the baby to like the direction of the like wherever the birth canal was. And so they're like using like their whole weight of their body just like pushing
it was crazy
on like the baby to like course correct.
It was like so animalistic, I feel like. It was just like...
Yep.
But I guess it's fine. Again, I was just like, I don't know what I would have done if it was just me.
Delivering the baby. It's like, push. Push. Justin faints. I die.
Oh my gosh, that would be the worst. But then at the end, basically, the doctor came in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Cohen did her final push. They were like, push. And then it shot out.
Nurses.
I guess they caught the baby. It felt like it popped out. Umbilical cord. Like, they cut the cord. They took the baby immediately over to this little basin and started wiping it down. And they took me over there. Mm-hmm. I guess to distract me from me doing nothing the whole time. And... they had the baby in this thing, and they're like, you can take pictures. So I got my camera out and I started filming the baby just like
다섯 개 있어요.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
잘 지냈어요? 왜 울어?
울어야 돼요, 아빠.
좋아요. 잘했어요.
네, 했어요.
And then they stitched you up, they cleaned you up.
Yeah.
And then they brought me back over to Cohen with the baby, and Cohen held him.
그리고 손 옆으로 이렇게. 옆으로 살짝만 가셨어요? 천천히 못했어요. 아빠 닮았죠, 그쵸?
Did it,
아빠.
Cohen?
Yeah, just like your daddy.
Yeah, like you. Oi.
Oh, 드릴 거고 아빠는 저랑 같이 나가셔가지고 아빠가 애기 안고서 사진 찍어드릴래요. Just have to follow her.
Oh, did you leave the room at some point?
After you held him.
Oh.
And then I left the room with him, showed your mom. Hey, buddy. And then they took him to do like count his toes.
Fingers and toes.
Well, I feel like, we're gonna make a video about the Chori one we went to, but I do feel like it's crazy that you just stay at a hospital for 2 days.
And then have to go home.
And then in most countries, they just send you home. And I guess most families know, like, okay, have your mom come, or some family where you rent a person to come every day to help you.
You rent someone.
You rent someone, or you get like a breast coach. But
a lactation consultant.
Yeah, lactation, breast coach. I don't know any of the terms. With your lactation cookies.
Lactation water.
But again, like, you have to have money to do all that. A lot of people don't. A lot of people go straight home and just have to figure it out themselves, and maybe even have to go back to work really soon.
It's crazy.
So yeah, hats off to everyone who does that.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine going straight back to our apartment right at 2 days
cried,
after.
like, a million times a day.
It's already so hard now,
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that in the next video. Next video, right after the birth, Cohen goes into the room, can't pee, we don't know what to do. They brought the baby down, he poops black poop. I don't even know what it's supposed to be black poop. I try to change his diaper, there's umbilical cords all over the place. I'm like, what's happening? Take him back, please. Put him back in. I swear I'm not gonna be able to do this.